Today, we've got a wild situation unfolding on-chain. While Bitcoin's been crashing, retail investors are panic selling. But the whales, they're quietly loading up. This divergence is one of the strongest signals we have seen in months, and today we're breaking down exactly what it means. Also, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should be not considered financial advice. Do your own research before making any investment decisions. Let's start with the data. Over the last few weeks, the number of wallets holding 1,000 bitcoins or more, the true whales, has started climbing again. They hit a yearly low at the end of October and since then have jumped to their highest level in 4 months. So while the price was falling, the biggest players were buying. But here is the twist. Wallets holding 1 bitcoin or more, your everyday small and mid-sized investors, have actually declined. Thousands of these retail wallets have disappeared from the network just in past couple of weeks. So we are seeing two opposite trends at the same time. Whales accumulating, retail exiting. That's the classic smart money versus scared money split. So you may ask, why should you care? Every major Bitcoin cycle has the same pattern somewhere near the bottom. Retail freaks out, whales absorb the panic selling, and slowly, quietly, accumulation begins. We're seeing this pattern right now. There's also the sentiment angle. The fear and greed index recently crashed into extreme fear, hitting some of its slowest readings of the year. Whenever that happens, emotionally driven decisions dominate, meaning retail is more likely to sell bottom and chase tops. And actually, whales don't care about that. They accumulate when everyone else is fearful, and historically, that's been the start of recovery phases. So let's break down the players a little more. There are two whale groups worth watching. So small whales, 100 to 1,000 bitcoins, and mega whales, 1,000 to 10,000 bitcoins. Right now, the small whales are the ones actively accumulating. These are usually early crypto funds, wealthy individuals, or strategic long-term holders. Meanwhile, some of the mega whales, the ultra big players, are still doing net selling. It's more like repositioning or rebalancing. But in total, the smaller whales are absorbing a lot of this sell pressure. Retail investors, the 1 BTC plus holders, are the ones doing the panic exits. They are the ones reacting emotionally to the volatility. So what does this mean going forward? There are two major possibilities. First one, bullish scenario. If whale accumulation continues and retail panic fades, we could see a setup for a supply squeeze. Whales tend to lock coins away for the long term, taking supply off the market. Combine that with lower selling pressure from retail, and you have foundation for a rebound. And second scenario is bearish scenario. If mega whales keep selling heavily, that could push Bitcoin lower before any recovery can happen. On-chain analysts have pointed out that some large whales are still reducing exposure, so the downtrend might not be finished yet. In other words, whales are buying, but the storm is not fully over. And actually, here's what I am personally tracking over the next few weeks. Are there 1,000 BTC wallets still increasing? If yes, accumulation is still strong. Does the number of 1 BTC wallets keep falling? If retail continues to exit, the market could be closer to capitulation. How mega whales behave. If they switch from selling to accumulating, that's a major reversal signal. Macro events. Interest rates, liquidity, central bank announcements, these have been triggering a lot of the recent volatility. This is a moment where emotions could cloud judgments. So stay level-headed, look at the data, and don't just react to price dips. Alright, that's the breakdown of what's happening on-chain. Whales are stacking Bitcoin while retail investors are panicking out. Is this a bottom signal or just a trap? Time will tell, but the data is speaking loudly. If this helped, hit like, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments, are you buying this dip or sitting in the sidelines? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.